So the Steel Ball Run anime was announced yesterday, and everyone was like,
Oh my god!
although there was also a whole 2-hour event leading up to the 30-second trailer. That definitely got a bit overshadowed, which, honestly fair, this is a Part 7 anime, which is an absolutely generational announcement, but there was a lot more JoJo than just Part 7 yesterday, and a whole bunch of new announcements like the favorite episode poll results, new games, merch, and more. So let's go over everything that happened at JoJo Day. So starting things off, it wouldn't be a JoJo event without Sonochi no Sadame, which was performed by Tami, followed by welcoming all of the main talent onto the stage. This includes Kazuyuki Okitsu, Daisuke Ono, Junichi Soabe, and Ai Fedos, the voices for Jonathan, Jotaro, Abakio, and Jolene respectively. So it's great to see that Fedos was actually able to attend the event, as she shared a little bit before that she had an updated diagnosis where she would be able to resume her full-time professional work. So it looks like her condition has improved a lot, which is great. And one of the first things that fans noticed when the actors took the stage was that Junichi was wearing a horseshoe ring, which he later posted a picture of after the event and was like, a lot of people are talking about my reign. This wasn't a hint or anything, it's just something I've had for a long time. And everyone was like, yeah, okay, sure, buddy. So the first segment was a very casual talk where each actor told about their first encounter with JoJo and just some general thoughts about the series. And most of the answers went back to grade school or childhood stories about a friend or family that introduced them to the manga and was very lighthearted. As the event progressed, we were joined by the voices of Joseph, Josuke, and Giorno, who appeared remotely and participated in the quiz corner, where they asked a specific person beforehand an opinion-based question and then created multiple choice answers. Things like, what character would you like to be reincarnated as? Or what character do you think is the most attractive? And the choices were Whole Horse, Alessi, Indul, and Anubis. So the real answer that Tomokazu gave was hiding among the multiple choice, and someone else would have to try and guess his answer. And they had like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style lifelines where you could gauge the audience, make it 50-50, or make a phone call. And somehow the answer to most attractive resulted in Alessia. I think the voice of Joseph was trying to trip them up, but they saw through it. And throughout the quiz, we were introduced to a mysterious voice who was behind the phone call that claimed to be a fortune teller. And was soon revealed as Kenta Miyake, the voice of Avdol, who made a guest appearance, and he was really fun on stage. He livened things up quite a bit.
Huh? Oh! Yes, I am!
And following the quiz corner, we got another guest appearance by Issei Takahashi, the live-action Rohan actor, along with a new trailer for the upcoming film adaptation of At a Confessional. He then shared some new details, saying that they will be expanding upon the original story, where the first half of the film will mostly be the manga, but then the second half is going to continue the story with original material, which sounds pretty cool. I haven't checked out any of the live-action Rohan stuff yet, so I'm not sure if this is something they've already done, but I do like the idea of adding new stuff and expanding upon the story when bringing the source material to a whole new medium. The event then moved into the Games Corner, where the cast played the first stage of Heritage for the Future, the 90s Capcom fighter originally released on PS1, with Kazuyuki actually playing and the rest of the cast doing voice acting, Daisuke and Kenta as Jotaro and Avdol, but also Fedos as Holly and Junichi as Joseph. And this was by far the funniest part of the event, hearing Daisuke and Kenta act out the in-game fight, with Avdol eventually just calling every attack Crossfire Hurricane. So that was awesome, but I thought they were going to play more games, maybe All-Star Battle R, but it turned out to just be Heritage. Maybe they were just strapped for time, and honestly, if you do just have to play one JoJo game, it's kind of cool that they went with Heritage and had fun with it doing the voice acting instead of just like promoting the newest game, so this worked out really well. The event then transitions into the poll results for the fan favorite episodes. So for each part, they revealed the top 10 results and then the top 3, although for parts 1 and 2, just the top 3 because there isn't that many episodes. So I'll show all of the results on screen if you're curious, but won't actually read out the whole top 10. So for Phantom Blood, the top 3 are episodes 9 and 3, and the winner was episode 1, Dio the Invader. For Battle Tendency, the top 3 are 23 and 26, and the winner was episode 20, Caesar's Lonely Youth. For Stardust Crusaders, the top 3 are episodes 46 and 44, with the winner being the finale episode 48, Long Journey Farewell, my friends. Diamond is Unbreakable had episodes 16 and 39, with the winner being episode 10, Let's Go Eat Some Italian Food. Golden Wind had episodes 19 and 27, with the winner being episode 28, Beneath the Sky on the Verge of Falling, Abakio's farewell episode. And finally, for Stone Ocean, the results were 14 and 37, with the winner being the finale, episode 38, What a Wonderful World. Although they didn't share the overall most voted episode from every part, maybe that would have been in bad taste to reveal which part had the most votes or something like that, and they just wanted to keep it all fair and not start a part war. Although if I had to guess, and this is totally unbiased, I would probably say the winner was Let's Go Eat Some Italian Food, because it's the most like meme answer, and of course never underestimate the influence of JoJo memes. The next segment of the event was called The Future of the JoJo Anime, which got a big cheer, and they started by running through rapid fire just a bunch of announcements and upcoming JoJo things, like the new Rohan story Bruschetta releasing in this month's Ultra Jump, a whole bunch of new merch and figures, although it seemed the ones that people were most excited for was the lineup of the original JoJos by SH Fig Arts, however you say that. Apparently they make good stuff. And it was after the event that they revealed a bunch of Part 7 stuff, like a Johnny and Gyro Nendoroid, and anime versions of the Johnny and Gyro Super Action statues with their horses. Also, Gyro is being added as a playable character to the JoJo arcade game Last Survivor. So good to see that the JoJo Battle Royale is still going strong 5 years later, and still desperately hoping for a home console release of this game at some point. If you would have told me 5-6 years ago, whenever this was first announced, that it would still be getting updates in 2025, I never would have believed you. So something about this game must be good that people are still playing it and it's getting new content. But there was the reveal of a brand new JoJo game with a stylized teaser trailer that kind of confirms that it will feature the same voice actors from the anime and will be developed by Gummy, who make mobile games. So it will most likely be a gacha game and looks really similar to Diamond Records, the art style, and I swear I've seen this exact animation of Jotaro before. But nevertheless, it could still be cool and I'm curious to see more, especially now that they have the complete story to work with and will be able to add Part 6 characters who were never in Diamond Records, as it was shut down before it came out. Also, a little Easter egg for the game: if you go to its webpage, you're greeted by the animated trailer and a countdown, which is just a couple months away. But if you hover your mouse over each JoJo, Jotaro will begin to blink, and if you click on him, Dio appears saying, "You're watching me, aren't you?" And will tease other characters like Speedwagon, Kira, and Bruno. And if you actually open the webpage's source code, you'll find that same image of Dio written in the code itself under the head section, again saying, "You're watching me, aren't you?" So it's great to see that the development is at least in the hands of some real JoJo fans. The event then came to its final stage with performances from the Joestars group, which went just about as I predicted in my lead-up video, with each artist performing their song solo, Coda with Fighting Gold and Bloody Stream, then Jin with Stand Proud, then joined by Tommy for The End of the World, and brought everyone back on stage to say their farewells. And then the room went silent and dark, and Steel Ball Run was confirmed, changing lives forever. But at the end of the teaser, there was one more announcement for JoJo Caravan, which will be like a traveling exhibition meant to showcase and spread the good word of Steel Ball Run, where the event will travel across Japan and have pop-ups that allow people to view original art and story scripts from the manga, and of course sell merchandise. But I love that idea of a traveling exhibition that captures the essence of Steel Ball Run itself. So overall, fantastic event and very well paced. I think the host did a great job of keeping things moving along and not dragging things out. It was just a great time, totally worth waking up at 4 in the morning for. So that is everything that went down at JoJo Day and will definitely be remembered as one of the better JoJo events and just a great way to reveal that Part 7 anime. So thank you all so much for watching. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more. I've got more Part 7 anime discussions in the works, so stick around. See you guys in the next video. Peace.